Hello friends, a lot of people had asked about how to see Gochar, what is transit, this real-time position of planets and all that. And because it is quite confusing, and when I had also begun learning this Gochar part, so I used to find it quite difficult to understand whether to go through Panchang or check in the computer or how to go about it. So I thought today I'll tell you a shortcut as to how to see the Gochar, how to see the planets in Gochar. Now, we must understand what happens in Gochar is that these are the planets which are real time around us. Now, this is the example of 1st May 2022. This will be the placement of planets. Now, what happens is the planets are all around us and all the planets keep moving. Now, we are sitting on Earth. So, consider in the horoscope that a person is in the center and now the planets are around this person, and we take a screenshot of this, and so this becomes the horoscope of the person. The person is here, all the planets are around this person. Now what it translates into is, because we are usually confused as to how to find a Gochar, what it translates is that if we only open on mobile any free app, we just open it, the date and time of today place will already be fed. If you just get that horoscope, that will be the Gochar or transit position for today. It is as easy as that. And in case you want to see some other date, you can change that date, and whatever horoscope comes in front of you, that is the Gochar for today. And now when we try to understand the planets, what exactly the planets do, how they move. Now, the planets in the horoscope, they will move in this direction, anti-clockwise. Except for Rahu and Ketu, they will always move opposite these planets. Now the other 7 planets other than Rahu and Ketu, Sun and Moon, they always move like this. But the remaining 5 planets, that is Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn, they will sometimes move like this, and sometimes they start moving backwards. Now, moving backwards doesn't mean that in actual real life it is happening. No, because the planets are going around the sun and they will continue going in the same direction. But what happens is that because we are sitting on Earth, not on the sun, so when we look at them, these planets comparatively, we find that the planet appears to be moving backwards. Like in the month of May, Mercury, which is moving in this direction, is going to turn around backwards on 11th. And when the planets turn around backwards, they are known to be in retrograde motion or Vakri. And when they are moving in a normal sequence, they are called to be directional or Margi. Except for now, Rahu Ketu, which are always retrograde. So this is how the planets move. And when we look at what is the duration of these planets' movement, we find that Sun moves in 1 year, it goes around the horoscope. That means in one of the houses, 12 houses are there, Sun will stay for 1 month. Now, if you want to check the movement of Sun, all you have to do is, in whichever app you have opened this particular thing, just change the month to the next month, you will find Sun would have moved here. Or you change the month to the previous month, you will find Sun would have moved back. Like this, we can check in case some future event is coming in future and we want to check the placement of the planets, we can check like that. And Mercury and Venus, they are normally around the Sun only. And although they remain in the house for maybe slightly longer time, but overall when we look at their travel, they travel along with Sun only, and they keep going away from Sun and keep coming closer to the Sun and then cross, and then again they keep oscillating around the Sun, both Mercury and Venus. And Mercury, in case let us say Sun is placed here, Mercury will never go more than 1 house away from Sun. That is, if Sun is here, Mercury will either be here or here. It cannot go more than that. And if Sun is here, Venus cannot go more than 2 houses. So Venus will be maximum till here or till here. It cannot go beyond that. So these planets Mercury and Venus, they stay with Sun and they move around with Sun. And as you change the month, every month you will find that this movement happens, that they keep going away from Sun and then they keep coming closer to Sun, and this kind of oscillation around the Sun continues to take place. Now Mars, which is there, stays in a house for about 45 days, and then 45 days it keeps on changing, approximate period. Jupiter and Saturn are important here because Jupiter, they are the slow moving planets. Now Jupiter stays in a house for about a year and 12 houses, so Jupiter makes one full round in 12 years. Now this 12 years period is important and many important events are seen. I will connect it to our day-to-day life. Like till the 12th year, a child is considered to be a child, and around the 12th year, the puberty begins. Then 12 into 2 is 24. So till 24th, we consider that is not married, and after 24th, the marriage and all that takes place. Then the 12 into 3 is 36. So we find till 36 years is the best time for childbirth, and similarly for other periods like Grihast, the Vanprastha ashram or Sannyas ashram, so 48 years and 60 years and 72 years of age, they are important periods, and they are all based on this movement of Jupiter, which moves around the horoscope, once in 12 years. So that is what we must understand. Now Saturn is the longest staying planet. It stays here for 2.5 years in any house. Now here is where the Sadesati is created. If suppose Saturn is here, Saturn is going to affect this house and this house. Now Saturn stays in this house for 2.5 years, here 2.5 years, and here 2.5 years. So this 3 periods of 2.5, 2.5 and 2.5 makes 7.5 years, which makes that 7.5 years period of Saturn or Sadesati, which everyone is kind of scared of, although it may not be true for everyone. Moon, which moves very fast, will change every house every 2.25 days. And actually moon travels in every nakshatra once a day. And so because moon was supposed to have married the 27 wives of Raja Daksh, and moon is supposed to stay one day with each of his wives, and so moon travels through all the 27 nakshatra. In 27 days, the month of moon is considered to be over. So if you wish to check the placement of moon like this, position changing, then you can increase the day to 2 days at a time, and you will see that moon is moving much faster than the other planets. Rahu and Ketu, which will always be opposite to each other. This is the chart of 1st May 2022. Rahu Ketu will always be opposite to each other and always moving now in the opposite direction. Rahu, if it is moving downwards here, then Ketu will move like this, whereas the rest of the planets are moving in this direction. So Rahu and Ketu stay in every house for 1.5 years. So in approximately 18 years, they will go around the horoscope once. So I hope you would have understood the basics of how these planets work and how we can easily check them on our mobile and free apps and these kind of things. See you in the next video. Thank you.